Dr. Steve Perry.
My first guest has been shaking up the education system from coast to coast. Why? Because he views teaching as a sacred calling, and he expects teachers to help their students dream and create their own future reality. Dr. Stephen Perry is a lifelong educator as well as an author, commentator, and mentor. He is the head of the Capital Preparatory Schools and the host of the hit TV docudrama, Save My Son.
That Bridgeport is an untapped jewel. There's so much talent in Bridgeport, and I think that Bridgeport needs a quality middle and high school option.
And what initially got you interested in opening your first school?
Well, I'd seen students, many of whom were of color, in the suburbs who were not being challenged. And I found that many of them were being put into lower academic classes, though they were not less capable. And I couldn't understand. So I felt like if all children were given access to the same quality education, then amazing things would happen, especially kids who were carving out an education from less information than other children. If they were able to do it with less, imagine if they got the same amount.
And why challenge the system? Why challenge the teachers? Why challenge the students to go for the...
You know, I don't even recognize that I'm challenging the system. I don't understand what's controversial about believing that every single child should have access to a quality education. I'm still trying to figure out why that's a problem, or why somebody's who's paid to be a teacher should teach. I don't know why that's controversial either. And that a child at the end of the day should have learned a day's worth of information. To me, these seem to me to be pretty basic concepts. I mean, it's a low bar. That children in America should have an American education, educators in America should educate, and that children should expect to be able to come home, and when a parent says, "What did you learn today?" they should actually have an answer.
Dr. Perry, please talk about your personal journey to your present position.
Well, like many of the children I have the opportunity to meet and participate in their educational lives, I was born on my mother's 16th birthday, third generation of poverty. By the time I was 18, my father was in prison, and I don't believe that life is determined by where you start, it's by where you finish. And the people who come into our lives, who present us with opportunities, are the ones who make it possible for our dreams to come true. And the place where more dreams need to come true is in our educational experiences. Children need to be able to spend 7-8 hours in a school and feel better about themselves. Too many of our children enter into education 3, 4, 5 years old, and they're excited about it. You go to most kindergartens in Bridgeport or anywhere, and you say, "Who wants to go to college?" And all their little hands will go up. But as you go higher and higher in the grades, you'll see that less and less children want to go to college. And I submit to you that less of them don't want to. It's not that they don't want to go; they just don't think that they can go. So when they're in school, we should be building them up and building their confidence and making them feel like they're on top of the world, like they're capable of anything, that they can dream bigger than any dream that's ever been dreamed, that they can live a life that has never been lived before, that they're special, they're beautiful and blessed by a creator that has said that there's something special about you, and if I put you around the right people, great things are going to happen. We want to be part of the solution. We want to say to Bridgeport, you have amazing children. They're as beautiful and as bright as anyone, and we could have opened a school anywhere, but we decided to start in Bridgeport because we believe in Bridgeport, because Bridgeport is a city that has so much talent.
Now, tell us, for those parents who are hearing this, are very interested in seeing their children become a part of the school, how do they contact you?
It's real simple. All they have to do is go to wearecapitalprep.org, and right there they can apply. It doesn't cost any money. We're taking children in all grades. You'll rarely see a charter school take children in all grades. We're taking children from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. We're taking kids from all grades. And people have asked me, well, why would you do that? You know, your scores are going to suffer if you take kids who have been in a failed school system for 11 and 12 years. Maybe. But we'll win in the end. They're going to a 4-year college if they come to Capital Prep. And if they're affiliated with us, they're going to win. Numbers can only do so much. At some point, something has to get shut up in your bones, and someone has to decide that enough is enough, that your children are too beautiful and too meaningful to all of us, not just you here in Columbus.